Hello. So today is my first week, which even that is hard to believe, post-op from roux-en-y gastric bypass. And I wanted to say first, thanks so much to everyone who sent me messages or comments or well wishes. It really meant so much when I was in a lot of pain and grumpy and like, oh my God, I can't believe I did this. But I'm feeling obviously a lot better. I had the surgery on Tuesday a week ago and came home Thursday night. Friday I felt okay. Saturday is really the day. Let me think. Saturday I felt actually really cranky. And I had started eating a little bit Friday, was eating a little bit more Saturday. But it was like milk and vanilla protein shakes, which were pretty bad. Grinding up my medicine, which just tasted like so gross, my prescription stuff. And I was just so cranky. And I remember saying, just thinking, I can't believe I had gastric bypass. I can't believe I had gastric bypass. And not that I was regretting it, but it just seemed like this huge change and I wasn't ready for it and I was feeling like junk and the whole thing. So I went to bed, but then Sunday I woke up and I felt really good. Like I just felt like, okay, something's different. Like every day I've been feeling better. When I first came home from the hospital, I was like, I'm going to need 3 weeks off work. There's no way I'm going to feel better in a week. But then by Sunday, I could tell that I felt so much better and actually went and walked around the grocery store and went to GNC and got chocolate protein powder, EAS, which tastes phenomenal, so much better. And yesterday, which was Monday, Becky went off to work. I was home the entire day for the first time since my surgery by myself. I live on the Upper West Side of Manhattan. I think I've said that before. So it's a really, really tiny apartment. I mean, it's perfect for us, but even walking for 10 minutes means doing laps up and down the tiny hallway, which is pretty awful. So I went to Central Park, which is about 3 avenues over, so it's like 0.3 miles over. And Central Park just has park benches, just like everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. So I wound up walking for about an hour, and I had to sit down maybe at 6 times, and I was listening to my iPod, This American Life, and I'd brought water, so I'd just sit for a few minutes and sip some water, and I would feel really tired, but I didn't feel weak. Like I didn't feel like I was going to faint. And I never felt like, oh my God, I can't do it. And if I did, could have just taken a cab, so it wouldn't have been that big of a deal. I just felt like really, really tired. So I got home after that and felt really good, took a 2-hour nap, which I hadn't been napping at all before, so I'm sure my body was a bit tired. And then in the evening, I went to Starbucks and read a magazine just for an hour, just to get out of the house again. And even that, it's funny because I feel like I used to always order, I rotate different drinks, but, the venti soy chai latte was my favorite. And this time I'm getting a tall, unsweetened green iced tea because it's decaffeinated. And I drank that much, because sipping, I don't know, water for me, I'll say, is the biggest thing that I'm having a hard time with, actually. Protein, the first few days, it was hard to figure out. Once I found the protein shake I liked, I'm having 2 4-ounce protein shakes a day, 70 grams of protein between that, cottage cheese, whatever, fine. But water is really hard. And I think part of it is, you have to wait half an hour between eating and drinking, and then wait half an hour between drinking and eating on either side. And then I'm eating, with the 2 snacks. I have 3 meals and then 2 4-ounce protein shake snacks. It's just a lot. Like, it's a lot of time that I'm not supposed to be putting any liquids in my body, or any water. And then when I am drinking, the whole time I'm like, don't drink too much. So I'm taking these tiny little sips, which maybe they're like too tiny. But then last night I was like, okay, just take a big, take another sip, take another sip. And all of a sudden I felt really full, which is the first time I'd actually felt super full. And I was like, oh God. And, Becky's like, I think you're drinking too quick. I think you're drinking too much. So I don't really know. I haven't figured that one out. I feel like right now I'm getting in about 4 cups of water a day, which is half of what I'm supposed to do. And I know that that's going to make such a big difference in terms of how I feel. So, and I know my protein shake counts, but only for 1 cup. It's not that much either. So the other thing is that I think what helped me feel better is that, and I know I'm on a puree soft food diet. So some people are doing clear liquids for 2 weeks, or 1 week their surgeon makes them do. My surgeon doesn't make me do that. I only have to do I have to do 4 weeks of pureed foods. And the first day, like I said, I was eating baby food. And before the surgery, I'd actually been excited about that. I was like, I love baby bananas. But like baby food with meat is disgusting. So I have like 6 cans, but I ate one and was like, never again. And I was having vanilla protein shakes and just like, you know, wanting to eat hummus, but that's actually seemed really low and was like, how am I supposed to do this? So then I just kind of calmed down, found the protein shake that I liked, and I started, we made meatballs on Sunday. We made these little mini meatballs and with like diced up bacon in them and garlic and onions and parsley. And they're 48 calories each. They're really little. And then I cooked them and I pureed just 3 of them. So it was only, you know, they're 46 calories each, I think exactly. So 150 calories about. And put just 1 tablespoon of marinara. And I mean, it sounds gross to have like puree meatballs, but it was really, really, really tasty. So that just felt like a real dinner. You know, it felt like I wasn't eating total garbage. And then last night, we also made white bean soup that the recipe calls for it to be totally, totally blended. And, you know, it's cannellini beans and chicken stock and garlic and shallots. So I'm really excited because I feel like I'm finding recipes that aren't, you know, more cottage cheese, more yogurt. Not that I'm sick of that yet, but I don't know. If anyone has any advice or favorite protein powders, I know the PB2 people rave about. I ordered it yesterday right away. And I'm using the EAS chocolate, which I really like. I had the GNC vanilla, and I was like, this isn't bad. But on my 3rd one, I was like, if I have to have another one, I'm going to die. So if you could list your favorite protein powder, that would be so helpful because it's pretty expensive. I mean, I have a Vitamin Shop and I have a GNC by me, and obviously I can order anything online, but it seems like everything comes in really big tubs, and then if you don't like it, you're kind of stuck with a huge, you know, 5 pounds or whatever. Of like a thing that you don't really like. But I really do like the chocolate one I have now, and I'm sure I'll love the peanut butter one because I love peanut butter. But I am nervous about kind of getting sick of just these 2 different flavors. So, okay, I'm totally rambling. So before this video expires, 1 week. When I first went to see my surgeon for the weights, for the numbers, when I first went to see my surgeon, which was October 6th, I was 290. And I'm taking that as my starting weight. And the reason I'm taking that as my starting weight is because I've been in the 290s, so between 290 and 297 for the past 3 years. And have never really come out of that unless I was doing Weight Watchers or something like that, you know, and then I'd gain it right back and go back up. So to me, 290 feels like a real start. Before my surgery, I did a clear liquid diet. I did a total of 5 days on that, and I came down to 280. So the day of my surgery, last Tuesday, I was 280 exactly, which I really like the clean numbers. The day that I went to see my surgeon, I was 290 exactly. So today, which is 7 days post-op, I weighed this morning, and I was 267. 267. Oh my God. So I've lost 13 pounds this first week, which is really exciting. And it's a total of 23 pounds since I, started the whole process of the clear liquid diet and having the surgery. 23 pounds. It's like pretty incredible. And it's weird because, then I was like, what if I fit in these smaller size pants? And I went into my closet and dug out these size 22s that I have. And I have been wearing a size 24 since I weighed 250 pounds, which obviously means I haven't really been wearing a size 24. I have changed labels to find the labels that run the biggest. So now I'm wearing Old Navy, which runs a lot larger, I think, than Lane Bryant. And I can pretty much stuff myself into a 24. Like, there's just something about me that I don't want to go to a 26. I just don't want to. So I went and found Lane Bryant, which one's smaller, in my closet, 22s, and of course they didn't fit. They didn't fit at all. And I was like, okay, it'll be fast, but not that fast. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was so excited. 13 pounds, 23 pounds total. Oh my God. Then I was like, okay, I'm done. But still, oh my God. So this morning I woke up and I was like, I'm going to go for another walk. I'm going to do blah, blah, blah. And I feel a little more tired today than I did yesterday. So I think it might have been a little bit much, the 2.2 mile walk for me yesterday. But I think I'm definitely going to go out and just walk the neighborhood a little bit today while I can. So that's how I'm doing this week. Thanks again for all the comments and subscriptions and I'm new to YouTube, but it makes such a difference and so motivating. Bye.